Look at her. She's beautiful, isn't she? But one thing we don't like is the Ducati Connect stroke Sygic multimedia interface. It's all over the web how disappointed people are with that particular feature, or feature set, I should say, kind of suite of applications, because the rest of the bike is so outstanding. And Ducati, along with Sygic, need to fix that. And I'm going to need your help to, as a kind of one-man band, to raise awareness of these problems and what our feelings are in terms of the volume of people that are unhappy about them. So let's quickly go through what the problems are, and I'll tell you what you can do to help. Okay, so when you turn on your Ducati, often the Ducati Connect will be grayscaled, meaning it's not talking to your phone. Your phone is talking to the TFT via Bluetooth. You can see it's connected there, and the power, but it's not connected to the Ducati Connect options. Usually you'll have to connect to their Wi-Fi. You click that, and then it'll connect to Ducati Connect, and it'll come up in the dashboard here in white shortly. There we go. And now via the joystick here, we can press enter. That'll take us into Ducati Connect, and we suddenly have access to our music, our contacts, our phone numbers, and our Sygic GPS navigation app. If I select that, it will load up the TFT. It will show vehicle mode on my Ducati Connect app. If I want to go into search, I can click search, and I can find, I can type in an address, or I can go down to OK, I think it is, press enter, and then I'll get my list of places I like to visit regularly, and I can select a destination and say get directions, and everything is tickety-boo. The trouble is, I might not want to just have the Ducati Connect app as my primary loaded current app. I might want to load up a different app. Say I have a multi-waypoint route planned, and in case that route gets stuffed up, or to highlight hazards along the way, like when police are attending accidents, I may want to run, say, Waze on the mount here as a backup. Now if I open my Waze app and make that the current loaded app, you'll instantly see, please check your phone, Ducati Connect may have a connection problem. So in other words, I can't use any application other than Ducati Connect when using Ducati Connect. And if I switch back to, if I stop using Waze, I'll just do this with two hands, one hand rather, filming. But if I switch back to Ducati Connect, all is well again. And if I switch back to Sygic, navigation comes up again. So you are just tied into using their suite of application, and unlike, say, Beeline or Kalimoto or BMW Connected or any other application, I can't mount my phone up here and run a different application if I want to. I'm tied into using their system. And that is a major oversight, it's a major flaw, stops most people from using the suite, and I would say they really need to fix that to enable Ducati Connect to run as a background app as soon as possible.
So as well as talking to Ducati North America for at least 2 hours on two separate occasions, particularly with regard to Ducati Connect, I've also had, at least a dozen emails with Sygic as well, reporting issues and concerns. And one of the key issues that I have with that is that if you use their website, the Sygic website, for planning a route, which is what you're seeing here in the center and left-hand side of your screen, you can send it to the Sygic mobile app via email. So you do a send, it emails you, you open up the link that they send you, and that opens up your app, which is what you're seeing on the right-hand side, and it should import all of the waypoints. Well, you can very clearly see this is exactly the same route, but it is shown differently on the app to that of the website. The website very clearly runs A, B, C, D, E, F waypoints in a northeasterly direction, and the app clearly has the same route, but the route is messed up, and that's primarily because it has messed up the waypoints. But when we look at waypoint D in the website on the left-hand side, which is Long Branch Road, when it's imported into the app on the right-hand side, it's using a waypoint from much further down in the route, Lauren Lodge Road, and that is just messing everything up, as you can see in the graphic where it's running BCJK, for instance. So that is a problem that Sygic need to sort out. They tell me they're aware of the problem and they're working on it, but I've also heard that for a number of months now. I think 4 or 5 months, and I'm not sure, or I'm not convinced this fix is going to be in the January/February 2020 Ducati software update to the bikes. Sygic doesn't support GPX import, and we all know, as we all use different applications to navigate, that every navigation software app must allow generic GPX imports. Now, one thing that the app did used to allow was an export from the My Route app or MRA app directly into Sygic. So you could go into the app, which is shown on the left hand side, select a route that you planned on your website that's synced with the app, and then you could press the kind of directional arrow that's in the top right, and that will give you these two options for the Navigon app and the Sygic app, with a maximum waypoint limit of 48 waypoints. So if your route was less than 48 waypoints, you could click on Sygic, and then that would automatically open the Sygic app on the right hand side of the screen, those two graphics, and your route would be imported no problem at all. But as you can see, what's happening now, this is the same route, is that all that's being recognised is the start of the route and the very first waypoint. And if you actually run the route and you get past that first waypoint, that's it. That is just the end of the route. There's no suddenly waypoint C doesn't suddenly pop up or anything like that. You're done. And if we go into the details of it, you can actually see it actually says end, at that waypoint. So that used to be a feature which shows that Sygic app certainly can accept GPX imports and will run generic GPX imported files, but they don't facilitate that neither in the website or in the app itself, and that is a major oversight and omission. And again, Sygic really needs to do something about that. So we have two or three real key issues. Basically, we have the Ducati Connect issue, whereby if it's not run as the current app, if it's run in background, it will not work. And then there's kind of three problems with Sygic. Number one, doesn't support GPX imported files. Number two, it's got that waypoint sequencing bug issue when you send a route from the website to the app. And number three, if you happen to be a My Route app user, which I am and thoroughly recommend, you cannot any longer export from the MRA app directly into Sygic, which would solve that GPX import issue for My Route app users. So how do you help me? Well, very simply, there are two emails you need to send, one to Ducati Connect and one to Sygic. And to help you out, if you agree with what I've said in this video and you agree with what I'm showing you on screen in terms of my email to them, you can just cut and paste the text of these emails, which I'm going to put in the description down below the video, and cut and paste them straight into your own email and just send to ducati.connect@ducati.com or support@sygic.zendesk.com. And of course, you might want to add any other problems or issues that affect you personally to that. But I think these issues, if we solved these, would greatly enhance the ownership experience. if we don't have any issues running multiple applications and while maintaining connectivity with the Ducati suite of applications on the TFT, and we're able to import GPXs provided by friends, and those GPXs don't have waypoint sequencing issues, then we're going to be a much happier community in terms of our ownership experience, in terms of Ducati Connect and the Sygic app. So thanks for your time, and hopefully you'll be encouraged to cut and paste the text into 2 quick emails and just ping them off to Ducati Connect and Sygic, and hopefully they'll put these updates in the January software update, and then we'll be much happier in 2022.